Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy Anthony here, back today with another YouTube video for you guys. And today, I think it would be interesting. I like talking about sports, and you guys have seemed to like some of my sports videos. So today, I'm going to be talking about some of the upcoming quarterbacks in the 2021 NFL draft. Just like talking about some of them, and like honestly, like what teams might be looking for a quarterback in next year's draft. Because honestly, we don't know how. This is like kind of predicting the future. Okay, excuse me for a second. Oh, sorry, but this is like predicting the future. Honestly, I don't know. I'm not an expert. I'm just some guy that likes to watch the game of football, and like this is just kind of my take. And we're just gonna be looking at some of the quarterbacks. I have a list of names right here of some like top quarterbacks right now that are ready to make the jump, but they have to, an extra year of eligibility that they can play. And then, some of the teams in the NFL, that need a quarterback this year but are getting wait, like tank. They're getting tanked for a quarterback, or they have quarterbacks like 35, 40, like really old, to where it's going to get to that time where it's time to look to the future. So yeah, let's go ahead and get right into the video. So first off, most of you guys know the projected like number one pick so far, I think, in like a lot of mock drafts for the 2021 NFL draft is quarterback out of Clemson, Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence, he's an amazing player, man. What he did his freshman year at Clemson, something that hasn't been done since the OU quarterback. I can't think of his name, but the first freshman quarterback, to lead his team to a national championship, and they went 15-0, I believe. Yeah. And then, his second year goes against LSU in the championship game, and that was his first loss in college. So he's 25-1 as a starting quarterback in Division I college football, and that's crazy to think because the competition at D1, it's crazy. It's just difficult to do that, and they're comparing him to John Elway, Andrew Luck as some of the quarterback prospects that he could be like, or like that we have seen since Trevor Lawrence. So next we go to the Ohio State University, and we have Justin Fields. He was a stud coming out of high school, but he was a 5-star, I believe. He went to University of Georgia, behind Jake Farm, that just got drafted to the Buffalo Bills, and they didn't believe in him. They didn't let him start, which they probably regret it. They probably should have let this guy start. He was better than Jake, obviously. He ended up taking Ohio State, undefeated season, leading them to the Big Ten championship, and then to the Fiesta Bowl against Clemson, and then end up losing to Clemson. But it was a close game. Justin Fields, I wouldn't be surprised next year, honestly, if it's Clemson against Ohio State in a national championship game. That would be a sight to see, because this year, when they competed against each other, it was a great game. And then we have Sam Ellinger out of Texas. I'm from Oklahoma, so I love the Sooners, and I hate the Longhorns with a passion. But this guy, I feel like he's overhyped, if we're being honest. He's not that bad, he has good stats, he's a good quarterback. I think people, I don't know how to say it, but right here, he had the second most passing touchdowns in Texas history behind Colt McCoy in 2019 with 32. So he's a good quarterback, I wouldn't be surprised him being a first-round pick. It depends on how he plays this year, it's going to be tough in the Big 12 because you got OU, of course, every year. And you got OSU, man. They're bringing back a lot of talent. I know I have a couple of OU fans that are my friends and then that watch my channel, so they're all like that shout out, but they got some talent. So the Big 12, it's going to be tough this year. It's going to be probably tougher than it's been in the last couple of years. You got Kansas on the come up. You really don't know about West Virginia and TCU. I don't know who their quarterback is, but it's going to be something to watch. And then you got Jamie Newman, the transfer out of Wake Forest that's going to Georgia. So this is going to be interesting. He's going to be the starter at Georgia, I believe. He's compared to Cam Newton, the same size, basically, around there. And, like, he's... I'm trying to think. He's like an athletic quarterback. He can run, he can throw, he can basically do it all. But he was just one of the 7 Power 5 quarterbacks with at least 2,800 passing yards and 500 rushing in 2019, man. And then you got Brock Prudy out of Iowa State, man. There's just a couple more, man. But so some of the teams, that I believe, and then I'm looking at ESPN that I'm kind of comparing that I believe, might be looking for a quarterback next year. You got the you got the Colts, man. Just signed Phillip Rivers. He's 38. They have Jacoby Brissett, but if that's the long-term answer, I don't know, man. Jacoby, he's pretty good. He was behind Brady and Garoppolo, so we'll see. And then you got the Saints with Drew Brees. He's 41. He's looking like he can still play, but, Father Time's going to catch up to him. But, we say that about Brady, and Brady's still playing. So, honestly, I don't know. They signed Taysom Hill. They believe Taysom Hill's going to be the future, but he hasn't really played quarterback in the league. He's maybe done a couple of plays, but they've had him at tight end, running back, flex, just whatever. So I don't know how they do that. They just signed Jameis Winston, so it's going to be good for Jameis to learn from Drew Brees. So we'll see how that goes. All right, so a couple of other teams. You got the Pittsburgh Steelers. You got Big Ben, last season coming off those injuries. You had Mason Rudolph, Devlin Hodges. If they didn't do really that good, but Mike Tomlin, what he did with that team to, get them still in playoff position, man, that's crazy. He's a good coach for sure. But if Mason Rudolph or Devlin Hodges is a long-term answer, you got some issues. That's just my opinion. And you got the New England Patriots. They just lost Tom Brady to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But, the expected starter is Jared Stidham. This is going to be a sophomore season, so we really don't know a lot about Stidham. He did good at Auburn. I believe he was at Baylor before he transferred to Auburn. I believe so. So we got to see him. We got Brian Hoyer. He's been the backup. He was started when Shanahan started in San Francisco. And he got traded to New England. He's knows the system. He's been behind Brady. So I just don't know if Hoyer or Stidham would be the long-term answer. It just really depends, because there's still quarterbacks out there. Andy Dalton just got released. Cam Newton's still out there. So we'll see. I think Cam Newton with Belichick, it would be cool to see. It would be a sight to see, man. But I just don't know if they would gel together just because how Belichick is, and how Cam Newton is. And you got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They just signed Tom Brady. They signed one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, man. You can sit here and I can sit here and say stuff, but you got to give it to the man. He's one of the greats. But he's 43, man. He's signed till 21, so we'll honestly see. They got Blaine Gabbert as the backup, and I know a lot of Blaine Gabbert watching him with the Niners, so hopefully that's not their long-term answer, I'll tell you that right now. So, yeah, you got the Bears with Trubisky and Nick Foles. They're basically giving up on Trubisky. They just traded for Nick Foles. And Nick Foles, he had that magical run with the Eagles, but I just don't see him as a starter. He can lead a team, but he's getting older, so it just honestly depends how it goes and what the Bears want to do with those two quarterbacks if they end up, because they ended up passing on Rudolph on Mahomes and Watson for Trubisky. So that's still crazy to think. I know Bears fans are still upset about that, but yeah. So that's just a little preview and my kind of take of about the 2021 NFL draft, about some of the top quarterbacks and some of the teams that need a quarterback. I honestly don't know what's going to happen, but I feel like Trevor Lawrence is going to be the top pick, and he's going to be a stud in the NFL. If he can end up being like Andrew Luck, Andrew Luck, man, it sucks he retired early, but you have to do what's best for your health. But, man, he was a stud in the NFL. He just kept getting hurt, and you just got to look at life after football because football isn't there forever. So if he can end up being like Andrew Luck and going to a team and leading them to a Super Bowl, that would be something crazy. Leading your team as a true freshman to a national championship, then leading the team to a Super Bowl, man, that's a crazy resume. So yeah, if you guys are new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, man. And if you guys enjoyed the video, and if you would like to see more videos kind of like this when we talk about sports, just like like NFL, baseball, NBA, but yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video. My camera just cut out, so I don't know exactly where I was or what I was saying. But yeah, if you guys would like to see more, comment down below and let me know. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you guys next time out. Peace.